Welcome to this session on fostering an environment that encourages critical and creative thinking in the workplace. In today's rapidly changing business world, the ability to think critically and creatively is essential for problem solving, innovation, and growth. In this video, we will explore 1. How to analyze current organizational systems to identify gaps in critical thinking. 2. Developing safe environments that promote creativity. 3. Facilitating opportunities for your team to apply these skills to real problems. 4. Providing constructive feedback. 5. Monitoring and improving thinking practices in your workplace. Let's begin by analyzing organizational systems. Every organization has processes, structures, and systems in place. But are these systems enabling or blocking critical thinking? To foster a culture of critical and creative thinking, it's essential to evaluate current organizational structures. Some common barriers include rigid hierarchies. Top-down decision-making can stifle open discussions. Lack of autonomy. Team members may not feel empowered to voice their opinions. Time constraints. Tight deadlines can force teams to rush decisions without deeper thinking. To identify gaps, start by examining communication channels. Are ideas freely shared? Decision-making processes. Do employees at all levels contribute? Feedback systems. Is there space for reflection after decisions are made? Addressing these barriers is key to opening up the space for critical thinking. Once you've identified barriers, it's time to develop processes that create a safe environment for critical and creative thinking. This environment should encourage open dialogue, risk-taking, and innovation. Here's how you can establish this. Psychological safety. Ensure that team members feel safe expressing their ideas without fear of judgment or backlash. Example: Google's Project Aristotle found psychological safety to be the #1 factor for high-performing teams. Diverse perspectives. Encourage a variety of viewpoints by fostering a culture of inclusion. Diverse teams are more likely to produce innovative solutions. Structured flexibility. While processes are essential, allow room for creative thinking. This might mean having set guidelines but flexible approaches to problem solving. Creating these processes takes time and consistency. Regularly review policies and encourage team leaders to model this open, creative mindset. Next, let's talk about how to give your team the chance to apply critical thinking in real workplace scenarios. To nurture critical thinking, it's essential to design activities that challenge the team. Problem-solving sessions. Host regular brainstorming meetings where employees solve actual business problems using critical thinking techniques. Scenario analysis. Give team members real or hypothetical situations where they must assess risks, weigh options, and propose solutions. Cross-functional projects. Assign tasks that require collaboration across departments, encouraging team members to think from multiple perspectives. These opportunities should push your team to think deeply and creatively, fostering a sense of ownership over their decisions. Feedback plays a crucial role in developing critical thinking skills. Effective feedback should highlight strengths and areas for growth, point out where critical thinking led to successful outcomes and where more analysis could have been helpful. Encourage reflection. Ask questions that prompt team members to evaluate their thought process, such as what other options did you consider, or how did you assess the risks? Be timely and constructive. Immediate feedback helps team members understand what worked and what didn't in their problem-solving approach. Creating a continuous feedback loop is key to enhancing critical and creative thinking in the long term. Let's now shift our focus to monitoring and improving thinking practices. Regularly collecting feedback from your team is vital to understanding how effective your current practices are. This can be done through surveys and interviews. Ask team members how they feel about their ability to think critically and creatively in their current roles. Post-project reviews. Conduct debrief sessions after projects to reflect on the decision-making processes and what can be improved. Some team members may need additional support, such as training programs. Offer workshops on critical and creative thinking techniques. Mentorship. Pair less experienced employees with mentors who can help guide their problem-solving approaches. Time management. Adjust workloads to allow more time for deep thinking rather than rushing through tasks. Identifying these needs early ensures that every team member has the resources and support to think effectively. Finally, it's important to continuously improve your organization's approach to critical and creative thinking. Using the feedback you've collected, develop a plan to improve critical and creative thinking practices, ensuring they align with relevant legislation. Make sure your recommendations follow legal requirements such as WHS laws or other industry standards. Organization policies. Align your recommendations with your company's culture and values. For example, you might implement a more flexible problem-solving framework that allows for creative approaches, or set up regular workshops on advanced critical thinking techniques. Monitoring and adjusting these recommendations ensures that your team continues to grow and innovate. To conclude, let's recap the key steps to fostering critical and creative thinking in your workplace. Analyze current systems to identify gaps or barriers. Develop processes that promote a safe and open environment. Facilitate opportunities for team members to apply critical thinking. Provide regular, constructive feedback. Monitor and improve thinking practices based on feedback. With these strategies, you'll create a workplace that not only encourages critical and creative thinking, but thrives on it. Thanks for watching.